And welcome back. We're the Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brandman Brandon. And I can't wait to talk about our next topic. We've been talking about Fantastic Four, all excited about all the stuff that's coming out, all the stuff we're seeing, the stuff that came out on D23, the trailer looks like the small snippets. And now we have our first look at the thing. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know if I like his pajamas outfit, but he himself looks great. So
I think he looks freaking awesome.
Let's pull it up, see if we could talk about it real quick. That is our first look at Ben Grimm. Obviously, this is from yesterday at 1:38 p.m. What is your first thoughts?
I love it. I love how they're going practical. I'm sure they'll do some CG with it too. For all we know, this may even be like a stand-in for like CG, or I'm assuming it might even be a combination of the two. But I love the look. I love that he's got the pronounced brow. I like how big he is. Yeah. Overall, I just like it. I like he looks like the Thing out of the comics.
I like him, how he looks. I think they're going to do a lot more practical stuff with it because it's going to be the 60s kind of era. You don't need a lot of CGI with all that. And I don't think you'd put that much time into makeup if you're not going to let him be that during it. I'm still personally questioning if this is going to work. The late 60s. I think the idea is good. To pull it off is going to be difficult, and I'm rooting for it. I really am, just to be honest. I am, but I'm not going to. Well, I would not be surprised if it all of a sudden it doesn't hit as much as I like the idea.
I like how they're going with. I like the idea of an alternate universe and set in a different time frame. Considering where we've gone with the rest of the Avengers and the rest of the MCU, I think to kind of take this detour into an alternate universe set in the 1960s, to me it works. It makes sense. I think that a lot of things with the Fantastic Four are kind of synonymous with the 60s. And I like I said, overall, I just kind of, I'm good with that tonal shift. I think from a creative standpoint, it seems very bold to kind of branch out and do something a little different than what the rest of the MCU has been doing. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more set pictures, hopefully seeing a trailer come Super Bowl in a few months, maybe around the same time. And I like it. I like where they seem to be going with it. And yeah, I'm good with this version of the Thing. I think he never 100% worked for me in the movies in the past. The Michael Chiklis one was okay, but I realized I liked that version because of Michael Chiklis's acting. I thought he did a great job as the Thing. The one from 2015. I like that he was bigger. I like that he was CG. But dude, put some pants on. And that was just a bad movie. but I like this. You know,
I'm
can't wait to see what else.
I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, I'm going to see.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to see what we get from it. But I'm also recognize that the last couple of Fantastic Four movies have been terrible. They have not really explained it. And you know what my favorite comic books are? Some of my favorite are the Marvel team ups. You know, we got Black Panther with Spider-Man. You got Spider-Man with the Hulk. I think I got one over here. Spider-Man with the Hulk. And of the Marvel team ups, there's a whole genre with the Thing. The Things with everybody. The Thing with Hulk is huge all the time. He does a lot of cool things, and I think you have to no pun intended, but you have to really hit him the right way. You cannot ruin this character, so they have to do this right. thinking they will. I really
Yeah,
am.
I think Fox was the biggest problem with the last movies because with the 2005 and 2007 version, they just kind of cranked those movies out because superhero movies were becoming hot at the time, and they just wanted to jump on that train. And then the 2015 one was notoriously all in the name of retaining the rights, and
Mhm.
a director who just was in over his head and had no idea what he was doing with it.
Yeah,
Like,
we
why
need a
would you?
new spin on it. You can't do new spin on the actual like who they are.
Mhm,
Those are movies that are terrible when you don't understand who the character is. We could talk about
yeah.
some other stuff, other movies that do the same thing, but that's why
Mhm.
that did so terribly. You can't rewrite the origin story.
Yeah,
What?
he picked the wrong content to remake The Fly under because that's basically what he did. The 2015 one was a body horror remake of The Fly,
Said
which was
pick the
body
wrong.
horror as well. But
All right, let's see
man,
what T is talking about because he's been having some good ones. So you talk about the three. So I'm not excited for Fantastic Four at all because I think it's going to ruin it again. The Thing is my favorite character in on Fantastic Four, but I don't think I like that team. Every time I read Fantastic Four, I end up in a fantastic sleep. The Thing's design is better than the concept of the movie. Just being real. Okay. If I don't like the trailer, Terrence won't pay for this movie. I don't do anymore. I don't do that anymore. They have to win me over nowadays. Last 4 years of the MCU fried in my brain. I can't keep on paying for a therapist. Hey, therapy helps. Fantastic Four was bad 4 times in a row. I can't take a fifth bad movie. I just can't. If you can't do better than the last four, then we have a serious problem. Fantastic Four was only cool when they teamed up with other Marvel characters. When they're by themselves, I grab my pillow because I'll be asleep shortly. I jumped the train of depression after those Fantastic Four movies. Then we got Mama Bear saying, I'm hesitant about the Fantastic Four. Not in love with the casting. I'm not in love with Pedro specifically. I am just
yeah,
not.
I'm fine with the rest of the cast except Pedro Pascal. I don't really like. Um, that's the only one that I actively don't like, and I like him, but as Reed, I'm like, no, not
If
working
I'm
for me.
if I'm honest, um, I'm not okay with a couple things. Um,
Mhm,
I know everyone else likes Joseph Quinn. I like him as an actor. I don't see him
mhm,
as Johnny Storm. Because if you really know that, like, once again, my Marvel team ups, some of my favorite Marvel team ups is Johnny Storm with Spider Man. I love
mhm.
that concept. I love what they did. I love the buddy that they kind of made fun of each other. It was one of my favorite things to read. All right, and
Mhm.
part of that is because Johnny it's so cool, and they made fun of him. It made fun of each other, and they were just bragging on each other all the time. I felt like watching the trailer that he's just not cool enough. He's not cool enough to be Johnny Storm.
I can get with that for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, he
And
doesn't.
I'm
Yeah,
not trying to hate. I really am not trying to hate. I'm not trying to say anything about Joseph Quinn, but Johnny Storm is just supposed to be the coolest guy there. He is the one that everyone girls are fawning on themselves over. Like they fall all over
mhm.
themselves, like trying to grab him. That's not Joseph
Yeah.
Quinn. That's
Yeah.
just
It's
not
like the saying. It's like the saying. Women want him. Men want to be him. You know.
exactly.
I agree. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see him as Johnny because he definitely wouldn't have been my first choice at all.
I mean, but I think as an actor, he's going to be good.
As an actor, yeah, I'm sure he's gonna, you know, he's gonna do a great job.
But Chris
But yeah,
Evans makes way more sense as the Human Torch because he's a
mhm,
cooler dude. But to Joseph Quinn's defense, Chris Evans was not thought of as that going into
mhm.
the movie. So maybe
Yeah.
his acting chops changed my opinion, but this is why I'm hesitant at this point.
Hmm.
So I don't know. That's just my worries. So T says Pedro Pascal's Reed Richard almost shattered what's left of my soul. The man isn't everything. Why? He is everywhere. If you turn the church to the channel, he's on every channel. Be a different character. Joseph Quinn killed as Eddie Munson in Stranger Things. So I like the actor, but I don't know if he will give the right stuff to work with. He will be given the right stuff to work with. Johnny Storm is supposed to be cool and attractive, but I would have to smack him if he drank my protein shake. But I think that he's sarcastic, right? He's very cool, very outgoing, and he's like the personality of the Fantastic Four.
Hmm.
That's just what he is. You know, and that's why I said with him and Spider-Man just worked very, very well. And I just don't see that with Joseph Quinn. But I could be wrong. I'm not the end all be all. I could be wrong.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I like this look.
Yeah, I think he looks really cool.
I really can respect the idea with someone, you know, live action practical effects to go along with, some other stuff.
Hmm.
And especially with a futuristic past thing. Like, it's still kind of going to be a futuristic kind of feeling because it's a different universe, different part of the multiverse. And it's
Hmm.
past, but it can still bring up cool things like Star Wars. So I'm okay with the idea. I'm hoping it hits. I really hope it lands.
Same. I'm really excited. Um, like I said, just from what I've seen and what I've read about it, I'm pretty fond of the direction that they seem to be going with it, and this just made me even more excited. So we'll see how things develop with it.
All right, guys, those are our opinions. That's where even our chat is saying. But if you're watching this video later, we want to know what you guys think. Do you like the Fantastic Four? Do you like what's going on? Does this look like a good costume? Do you like the practical effects with it? Or would you want more CGI? Would you want it to look different? Tell us what you're thinking. Um,
Hmm.
I really am excited to see the Fantastic Four. I am worried that the casting is not going to be great, but maybe they make it their own, and it's something that I can't live without. So, tell us what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with Brandman? Do you think that the costume looks weird, like Mama Bear is saying? Let us know, guys. If you're watching this later, uh, go on to our next video. If you're watching us live right now, we're going to go on to our next topic. Thank you guys for watching us, and we will see you later.
See you guys.